So after months and months of waiting and speculation, we now have the official announcement of the two new Firesticks that will be released in the next few weeks. Now in terms of availability, we have the older Firestick Lite and the Fire TV Stick. Both came out in 2020. Then we have the very popular 4K Firestick, which actually came out in 2018. Now this is the one that many people still use. Unfortunately, it still runs Fire OS 6, which is Android 7.1, but it is still a very popular device, and people have been really waiting for an upgrade for this device for a very long time. And then more recently, we were given in 2021 the Firestick 4K Max. Now, as you can see, this one supports Wi-Fi 6. It also has a faster CPU, and this one comes with 2 gigs RAM, whereas the older 4K Firestick only has 1.5 gig. But in terms of other features like Dolby Vision, HDR, 4K standard, all of that is similar to the 4K Firestick. Now, the two new Firesticks, which have just passed the FCC, have 2 separate code names, and this was reported on AFTV News. And Eli suspects that these two new Firesticks will be an upgrade to the 4K Firestick and also an incremental upgrade to the 4K Firestick Max. Now if I jump over to his article, we can see it's reported that 2 unreleased 2023 Fire TV models have passed through the FCC. We have the 2 code names, which are the M3N6RA and we have the K3R6AT. Now, and the only information that we know is the first model, which we'll call the M series, has Wi-Fi 6, whereas the K model comes with wireless 6E. Now, the difference between 6 and 6E is 6E supports faster speeds, has low latency, and also offers better security. Of course, you have to have a compatible router or router to go with that. Now, if I just put these specs side by side to what we have or what we know with the current 4K Firestick and the 4K Firestick Max, we can see we have the 4K Firestick, we have the new M model, then we have the 4K Firestick Max, and then we have the new K series or the K model. The only thing we know so far is both will be released on September 20th, and just to show you how old the Firestick is, came out on the 31st of 2018. Very old device, also very popular device because it supports that 4K playback, has all of those codecs. It's just unfortunate that it's shipped with Fire OS 6, which is running Android 7.1, whereas the newer devices, the 4K Firestick Max, they all ship with Fire OS 7, which is actually Android 9.1. So certain programs, certain applications will only run on the newer version of Android. And we can see in terms of specs, this was rocking the 1.7 GHz 4-core CPU, whereas the 4K Max was 4-core 1.8 GHz, a little bit faster. We can also see that the Max came with the 2 gigs RAM, whereas the 4K came with 1.5 gigs. And of course, the Wi-Fi standards, the current one doesn't support Wi-Fi 6. So the new device, the M series, will come with Wi-Fi 6, which is the same as the 4K Firestick Max, which is why the newer device, the K series, will get the upgrade to Wi-Fi 6E. But very interesting to see what the actual specs will be for the new M series in terms of what will be the CPU. Is it going to come with 2 gigs RAM to match the 4K Firestick Max, or they're going to stay on 1.5? Because ultimately, from Amazon's point of view, there has to be a reason for somebody to pick the higher end 4K Firestick Max. If it has the same specs as the newer 4K Firestick, then is there really any point buying the 4K Firestick Max? So the specs and the price point has to make sense from a commercial point of view, otherwise people just won't buy the newer devices. And the last paragraph is also very interesting, although he calls it a stretch, that he said the 3rd generation Fire TV Cube, which is codenamed Gazelle, has this particular model number. Now when you actually make an ADB connection, it shows you the code name for the product, so you actually see Gazelle. Similarly, for the older 4K Firestick, when you used to make an ADB connection, it used to say Mantis. And what he's saying is, as you can see, so Gazelle ties in with the model number GA5Z9L. So the newer model numbers, which are M3N6RA, this could be the replacement for Mantis, and the K3R6AT has letters KR in there, so this could be the update to that. So 2 new devices coming very soon. I know lots of you have been waiting for an update to the original 4K Firestick. Leave me a comment below, let me know if you're interested in these new devices, what device you're currently using, if you're already using a 4K Firestick Max, Would you then get the slight new upgrade, which will potentially give you Wi-Fi 6E, or are you happy with your current device, or are you completely off the whole Amazon ecosystem? Do leave me a comment below, let me know, and I'll hopefully catch up with you guys real soon. Thanks.